Let's go Rams! The week has kicked off with a bang. And get ready, because we've got plenty of great news coming your way this week. I want to start right off the bat with an important topic that has me really excited. The Rams have everything it takes to win this Super Bowl. Sean McVay's squad put on a masterclass in team chemistry during the first few days of training camp. Man, I don't know about you, but I am so pumped for the start of the season. If you're feeling confident too and are a true Rams fan, smash that like button. If you can, drop a comment saying, "Go Rams, on to the Super Bowl." All right, now I've got some news to share. I want to start with something that really caught my eye yesterday. The Rams believe they might already have the NFL's next great tight end, and if the buzz is true, Terrence Ferguson could be on the verge of a breakout season that completely transforms this offense. After quietly making the most of every opportunity during his rookie year, Ferguson is now heading into his second season with growing confidence, high expectations, and a belief within the organization that he has the talent to become one of the best players at his position. That's a bold claim, considering the sheer amount of talent at tight end across the league right now, but the excitement surrounding Ferguson keeps building as the Rams gear up for another season with one of the NFL's most dangerous offenses. The Los Angeles Rams finished last season with the league's best offense, and a major reason for that success was the balance they found in that unit. Virtually all the key players are back, giving the team continuity and experience for another year, with Matthew Stafford leading the offense. Fans already know what to expect from stars like Puka Nacua, Davante Adams, and Kyren Williams. These three naturally draw the most attention, having already established themselves as key pieces of the offense. However, there is another name that deserves just as much attention as they do during training camp: Terrence Ferguson. Even though his opportunities were limited during his rookie season, Ferguson showed flashes every time the football came his way. He finished with 11 receptions while averaging an impressive 21 yards per catch. Even more encouraging, 3 of those catches resulted in touchdowns. Those numbers may not jump off the page because of the small sample size, but the efficiency certainly does. Whenever Stafford looked in his direction, Ferguson consistently made something happen, showing both big playability and the confidence to produce in important situations. Now entering his second season, everything points toward a significantly larger role. His value within the offense continues to rise, and the Rams appear ready to trust him with more responsibilities than they did a year ago. That belief has only grown after an outstanding preseason in which Ferguson has reportedly demonstrated the complete package coaches were hoping to see. The Rams already know they have elite playmakers throughout the offense. Davante Adams brings experience and elite route running. Puka Nacua continues to establish himself as one of the most reliable receivers in football. Kyren Williams remains one of the key pieces of the running game. Those players are expected to produce at a high level every week, and nobody inside the organization seems concerned about what they will bring. The more interesting story is what happens behind those established stars, because that second layer of talent could make this offense even more dangerous than it was a season ago. According to everything coming out of camp, Ferguson has become one of the biggest reasons for optimism. His development has reportedly been one of the most impressive stories of the offseason. One of the most exciting aspects of Ferguson's growth is his versatility. Rather than being limited to traditional tight end responsibilities, he has shown the ability to line up across the formation. That kind of flexibility creates problems for opposing defenses because they cannot simply prepare for him as a standard inline tight end. His ability to contribute from multiple alignments gives the Rams additional options when designing plays and attacking defensive matchups. Another area generating excitement is what Ferguson can do after making the catch. While that part of his game did not fully appear during his rookie season, it was one of the strengths he displayed throughout his college career. The Rams believed in that ability when they selected him in the 2025 NFL Draft, and now they appear convinced that it will become a major part of his game at the professional level. That belief is significant because creating yards after the catch has become one of the most valuable skills for modern offensive players. Instead of simply catching short passes and immediately going down, players who can turn routine completions into explosive gains often become game changers. The Rams seem to believe Ferguson has exactly that kind of potential if he receives more opportunities with the football in his hands. Giving him additional touches could unlock another dimension of this offense. Rather than relying exclusively on wide receivers for explosive passing plays, the Rams could create mismatches through Ferguson, allowing him to use his athletic ability in open space. If that development continues, opposing defenses will have another major problem to solve every week. The confidence inside the organization appears remarkably high. Reports suggest the Rams believe Ferguson has the potential to become one of the NFL's best tight ends. That is an enormous expectation when considering the level of competition at the position today. Around the league, several elite players have redefined what teams expect from modern tight ends, making this one of the deepest positions in football. For Ferguson to eventually reach that level would completely transform the Rams' offense. Becoming a player capable of consistently changing games would give Matthew Stafford another dependable weapon alongside Puka Nacua and Davante Adams. Instead of defenses focusing almost entirely on the wide receivers, they would also have to account for a dynamic tight end capable of stretching the field and creating explosive plays. That possibility is especially exciting because the Rams have traditionally received solid production from the tight end position without featuring one of the league's truly elite receiving threats. Over the years, the position has offered reliability and consistency, but not necessarily the type of player who regularly ranks among the very best in football as a pass catcher. Tyler Higbee has built a reputation as a dependable and consistent contributor throughout his career with the Rams. His reliability has helped the offense in many different situations, and his experience has always been valuable. However, the organization clearly believes Ferguson possesses a higher long-term ceiling. That does not diminish what Higbee has accomplished. Instead, it highlights just how much confidence the Rams have in Ferguson's athletic ability and future development. Perhaps the most exciting possibility is Ferguson's potential role within the passing game. Even though he is technically listed as a tight end, there is growing belief that he could eventually become the third primary target in the offense behind only Nacua and Adams. That would represent a massive leap in responsibility, but the flashes he showed during his rookie season suggest it is not an unrealistic goal. Last season, Ferguson proved he could win on deep throws, demonstrating that he is more than just a short yardage target. His ability to stretch the field adds another layer to his game, forcing defenses to respect him vertically rather than treating him as simply a safety valve underneath. If his opportunities increase, those explosive plays could become a regular part of the Rams' offense. The next step is expanding his role after the catch. Although that area remained relatively quiet during his rookie campaign, it was one of the defining strengths of his college career. The Rams appeared determined to find more ways to place the football in his hands and allow him to create. If they succeed in doing that, Ferguson's production could rise dramatically. Meanwhile, the offense as a whole continues to feature impressive depth. Colby Parkinson leads a versatile and talented group of tight ends, providing additional flexibility for the coaching staff. Having multiple capable players at the position allows the Rams to vary personnel packages while keeping defenses guessing about what is coming next. The backfield also appears to be developing additional depth. Blake Corum has continued working to earn more opportunities alongside Kyren Williams. Reports indicate he is seeing the game more quickly and beginning to look like a player capable of adding explosive plays to the Rams' physical rushing attack. That type of development would provide another valuable weapon as the offense looks to remain one of the league's best. If there is one area creating some uncertainty, it is the tackle position. Alaric Jackson is facing the possibility of NFL discipline, creating questions about future availability. At the same time, Rob Havenstein's retirement leaves another significant change along the offensive line. Those situations represent the biggest concerns surrounding an offense that otherwise appears loaded with proven talent and emerging playmakers. Still, the overwhelming feeling surrounding this group is optimism. Returning the core of the league's top offense already gives the Rams a strong foundation. Adding a second-year breakout from Terrence Ferguson could elevate the entire unit to another level. For Rams fans, that is what makes Ferguson such an intriguing player to watch this season. The numbers from his rookie year only tell part of the story. His efficiency, athletic ability, versatility, and growing confidence all point toward a player who may be ready for a much larger role. The coaching staff clearly believes in his potential, and the excitement surrounding his preseason performances suggests those beliefs are only becoming stronger. Every great breakout season begins with rising expectations, and Ferguson appears to be entering exactly that stage of his career. The opportunities should increase, the responsibilities should grow, and if he continues developing at this pace, he could quickly establish himself as one of the most important pieces of the Rams' offense. Whether he ultimately reaches the incredibly high expectations placed upon him remains to be seen. But one thing is becoming increasingly clear. The Rams believe they have something special in Terrence Ferguson. They drafted him because they saw unique potential, and after what they have witnessed during his development, that confidence has only grown stronger. If he takes advantage of the larger role that appears to be waiting for him, the Rams may have discovered a player capable of changing games, creating explosive plays, and giving Matthew Stafford another elite weapon in an offense that is already loaded with talent. Now, the spotlight shifts to the regular season, where potential must become production. Rams fans have every reason to keep a close eye on Ferguson because his emergence could become one of the biggest stories of the year. Do you believe Terrence Ferguson can develop into one of the NFL's elite tight ends and become the third major weapon in the Rams' offense behind Puka Nacua and Davante Adams? Or do you think there is still more he needs to prove before reaching that level? Share your thoughts, because this is a conversation every Rams fan will be watching closely throughout the season.